then we're thinking we about to make a hit.
Calling all kings to the flow. I'm about my business, you know. Keep it 100. It's my faith in God that keeps me on the go. About my money, my love. What it needs to grow. I'm calling all kings to the flow. Calling all kings to the flow. Calling all kings to the flow. I'm about my business, you know. Keep it 100. It's my faith in God that keeps me on the go. About my money, my love. What it needs to grow. I'm calling all kings to the flow. Calling all kings to the flow.
Church.
What's happening, people?
What up?
Man, it's been a long time, but we're back.
That boy said about them. We're back.
Man.
Marcus!
Man. Here we are.
Yeah, let's ride. Taylor made back in here, you know. So
Man.
it's good seeing y'all, brothers. You know, I ain't seen y'all in a little minute.
I feel like y'all got a little older since we last seen each other.
You got a little older.
I mean, I feel like we all, well, you on your way, you got older too. Like we all kind of.
You know, there is a thing, you know, even when you get older, I'm still behind you, so.
I feel like, you know what, it's oddly enough, he and my wife are the only people that say that all the time. Maybe that's just a July thing. I feel like I'll still be younger than you.
Baby.
I'll still be, you know, you are my senior.
You know, as a wise person once, so just keep on living, you know? Keep on living. Okay.
You'll get there one point.
Yeah, you know.
Definitely an old statement, though.
You know, your steps gonna get shot too. You just keep on living, okay?
Okay, man. We sorry it's been a while. It's been gone. But a lot of things going on.
Yeah, man.
Good things, though.
Of course.
Some things, they say life be lifing, but we here. So before we get too far in, as we always like to say, hope y'all didn't forget, if you are tuned in, we ask that you like, share, and subscribe. Tell your mama them, tell your cousin them, tell your brother them, even tell them people that you don't really like on your street. Let them know, let them decide on their own. Okay?
Yeah, there you go.
We got to start paying some bills.
Yeah.
You feel me?
We need it.
I got a drink over here I was going to put, but they ain't paying us yet. So I'm about to wait till we get that affiliate market. This boy done took the whole wrap off.
Hey, man. You know.
He just got a plastic
They
bottle.
don't get no free promotion.
Money got the
Plastic
flow.
bottle.
Money got the flow. You know.
Well, y'all, just because we've been absent, hope y'all been doing really good. We just wanted to come in today, hopefully break the ice, you know, maybe have a little fun, have a little dialogue. You know.
We still here.
Yeah, we still out here, man. Don't get twisted now.
We still working too, you know.
Still.
Like we always say, we ain't professionals.
Yeah.
Still.
You know.
We still being worked on.
Yeah.
Marriage still being worked on.
Still.
All day, every day.
If you don't hear nothing else, hear the still.
Still. It ain't perfect over here.
Continuous.
It ain't perfect. Sometimes I still want to put in a headlock.
Yep.
I'm kidding.
That's on camera.
I'm
kidding.
That's on camera. You know.
When them lights come on.
Yeah. Bubble gums, baby.
What are y'all doing here
I do not condone domestic violence.
I was loving on it, that's all.
We was watching the podcast.
Yeah. God, dog.
Found out who your name really was. Yeah.
Taylor May said it was cool.
No, Taylor May did not say that, all right? Let's not go there.
Oh, man.
I have to remember Crown King now. We trying to help people grow spiritually, emotionally.
Yeah.
And keep encouraging them to keep your hands off.
That ain't the way.
Keep your hands to yourself.
That don't solve anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Either way, it gets you some time behind bars.
Yep.
Some time, a little time.
I like to call it thinking time.
Yeah, you know.
Cause you do a lot of thinking back there. I ain't never been myself, but
Think tank, baby.
what I
Think
heard
tank.
is you do a lot of thinking.
The tank.
You ain't got nothing else to do. Yeah.
So, look here, y'all. We didn't have no script for say on today, but since we back together, you know, one of the things that I enjoy about coming together with my brothers, we talk a lot about what it means to have like-minded people around you, what it means to have somebody that can hold you accountable when you get outside. We like to say your slip is showing. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You get outside the zone and get to tripping a little bit. You need somebody to
pull you back.
pull you back in. You know what I'm saying?
Get over here.
Yeah. Stop playing. Stop playing with yourself.
That ain't. As my man say, they be doing them. That ain't right. That ain't right.
But on today, y'all, we want to do just a freestyle because I think about you know, how we use things like this, sessions like this, gatherings, barbershop experiences, you know, sometimes at the gym where, you know, we talk about mendom. We have things on our mind that a lot of men want to say at home, but they don't feel safe to say.
Yeah.
Some of their needs, some of their concerns, some of the things that they want. You know, but they scared they might get put in the headlock if they say it too loud at the crib.
Or two-piece.
That's
crazy work to hear you say some man is scared in their own home.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I understand.
Scared? Well, that's no other way to say it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you're definitely scared, but scared more so not necessarily being jumped on, but at least avoiding like an argument or something that can escalate a lot faster than it need to, based upon.
But
you know,
how do you cook?
I'm gonna tell you my feeling, but now I gotta hear yours now because there's a rebuttal now. Because it's like.
But how are you supposed to communicate effectively if you're scared to say what's on your mind?
Well, that might be the part of it. I think, you know, you hear a lot of people, a lot of times they'll say, man, I want to pick and choose my battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That one wasn't worth fighting about today or whatever. But I think what it boiled down to is some of the stuff that we talked about before. And again, it come back to renewing your mind and renewing your relationship too, because what worked last year may not work this year.
Yeah.
But to your point, you should be able to, as a man or a male or female, to go into your home and express, you know, how you feel or some things that didn't happen through the day or whatever. And I think we talked about before the timing of it, the tone of how you present it.
And I think that's also part of the scary part, because you may want to come in on 10 when it's like it's a mellow thing where you just, hey babe, versus you know, like there's a time and a place for everything. And I think that part, because you may not know how to do it, that adds to the fear, because you don't want to, you know, like you said, pick your battles, but you should still have enough coof about yourself to not go in on 10 when it's read the room. That's what it is. Read the room.
Read the room.
You know, if she ain't on 10, you don't need to come in at 10.
Does that mean because I think too, because your partner, they say, well, you should know me, but I think from day to day, again, you have opportunities to, like to Mark's point, to grow, to and that's us too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I do have something on my chest, I feel like I should at least be able to express it without being
attacked,
judged, without being minimized, without being, you know, what's the other word?
Jumped on?
No, I ain't gonna be jumped on.
Two-pieced?
I'm not gonna have that. That's not gonna happen. You know, I'm saved, sanctified, filled with that holy clothes, but I ain't nobody put their hands over it.
Well, I don't know what you mean then. I don't know what word we're looking for now.
It's ridiculed maybe.
Okay.
For having what we call a emotion or having a moment. You know, I think one of the things that come up a lot too, especially in the barbershop, you know, your home's supposed to be a safe place. Yeah. And I think we get it twisted sometimes. A lot of times it's like, well, you just want to make it safe. You want to be a protector. You want to be a provider for your family. But a safe place for your mind, safe place for you to be able to, we were talking earlier about having a think tank, for you to feel like, man, creative, your best self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I want to let my hair down, which I ain't got a whole lot of, you know, I can do that.
It's slowly sliding on back. It's about time.
See, the devil is a lie. That is not what that meant. You understand me?
Maybe that's me thinking out loud.
Yeah. But I will tell you, when it become a horseshoe, I'm taking it all off.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I be looking at these videos.
Horseshoe, man.
They get them toupees.
That is the perfect.
That ain't me.
That's the perfect representation. That boy said, when it become a horseshoe.
It coming out when they start doing that. You know, when they say, like Luther, if it don't curl all the way over. Yeah, got the cut.
Yeah, dog.
Come on,
Yeah.
dog, I'm ready. Yeah, or just get it over with.
Yeah.
Say I'm going bald.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So what are some of the things like? I mean, did y'all hear this shop? Because I hear people say, you know, some of the things that they need or they wish, or even men that are not married yet, or do not have a significant other, things that they would hope for in a wife, as far as you know, providing that safe place for them when they do come home, or words of encouragement, affirmation, whatever. I don't know what it might be for y'all, but what are some things that make you feel welcomed in your own home? Even I know we always stand firm on being the protector, the provider, and whatever else. But okay, so when you have that moment when you need to release, or you're looking forward to getting home, just so you don't have to, so you can dust off some of the stuff that the world done put on you.
Yeah.
You know, what are some things that you feel, you know, could help set the atmosphere, maybe? Ooh. Man, that could help set the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, let's go.
Don't forget neither, because we be checking. Okay, analytics don't lie, people.
Please,
Don't lie.
So
If we got 3,000 views with 20 followers,
the math don't math.
It ain't math.
Math ain't
Yeah.
mathing. You know. So
Somebody said,
side note.
yeah, don't just be peeping. Come see me.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
that's a good.
Open up the whole blind. Don't just be
come on.
creeping. Don't be, you know,
Come see me. You are
swipe or no
welcome.
swiping.
Welcome. Now,
So
back to I scared the broad again. Come on.
you gonna go?
Nah, you can go first.
Okay, so I guess there's clearly two facets of that. One, with a single man, I think you would definitely want to know who you are first before you can bring somebody else in and then expect them to know who you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you know, especially if, you know, from a long day of work and you've been just pounded on and you come home to your safe space, everything should be just that, a safe space. But again, this is something that you've created. This is something that you've, you know, poured into, so you know for a fact that it is, and then whoever you're with clearly knows you enough to know that it should remain that way. In the situation to where, like some of us who got married early and kind of essentially grew up together,
And have to learn it.
and had to learn, still learning. You know, we all have our days. We all have, you know, things that have happened throughout our work day that we bring home, and it's heavy on us sometimes, to where if one person didn't have that same type of a day and is chipper and happy, and you come in and
He said that same type of
yeah, and it's, you know, you're a little heavier, and then your tone towards the person that had the chipper day is a little off. Now the whole atmosphere is ruined now, because you couldn't think outside of your day, outside of your situation, to at least leave it at the door. At least come in the house with the peace on you. You know what I
don't know
mean?
about that.
You don't know about that?
Cause I mean, as far as leave it at the door.
Uh-oh.
If I walk in the door and, you know, we didn't already had a conversation on the phone, I'd be like, man, I had a day. Like, I don't want to
Okay,
do
yeah.
nothing. When I open up that door, don't say, hey, when you gonna take that trash out?
Okay, yeah, I, mean,
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, okay. So that is a perfect
because
segue
most of the
there.
time in a marriage, in a relationship, you've already had that phone call
Yeah.
for the ride home.
Yeah, midday
You know,
or whatever.
so she or, you know, your significant other should already know
yeah.
what level you at.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. I mean, touche. Whatever.
So,
I mean,
is it when you say that she should know the level? Now you mean in like by reading your body language, or you mean
that
like
tone.
your tone is the because obviously if you're on the phone,
If
you
you,
can,
you've
if you have communicated prior to?
yeah. Which I think, you know, in that scenario, that makes perfect sense.
I
You
got
know,
you.
but
Okay.
let's just say we haven't talked all day. Let's say you've been in a meeting all day, pounded on. She's been in a meeting that's been going great, so you haven't communicated at all. Maybe that's, you know, ultimately to say if, again, with reading the room,
reading the room.
if she coming to the door with smiles and grins, she coming in for a hug. Be adult enough, or at least mature enough to say, okay, this is something that I can table for the moment and at least go back when I've kind of de-stressed and kind of give more context to my day. You know what I mean?
Okay, now I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because I feel like that's, that
don't bring her mood to your mood.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because now you both messed up and you got the whole night now where you on opposite sides of the room, opposite sides of the bed, and it's like
somebody on the couch and somebody
all because you didn't
in the bathroom so long.
I don't want to look at you. So like that's just read the room. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I see that.
So how important is, because this came up too, how important is for, if you had those times, or even when let's just say that both of y'all are like, to your point, one had a great meeting, one had we're using meeting, but let's just say you had a great day, the other one had a mediocre day, or whatever, right? How important is it to you, for your significant other in general, to I guess speak life into that dead situation?
Okay.
Okay,
there we go.
And then to put on there, what if they don't recognize it and or go around it? Maybe that's the way. Maybe I worded it different, but you know what I'm saying.
So you just sprinkling stuff on top. That's what
I'm just saying.
you doing it
it's
right
been a while.
now.
I'm trying to put a lot in a small window.
Adding some jingle jangle on there.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's real important for her to recognize, and not just skip over your feelings, because that, again, we talked about that, what do you say? Emotion?
Yeah.
Emotion being put, pushed to the side, and now you gotta feel this way. You gotta be bubbly with me. It ain't no time for that. But you have to recognize that, he ain't feeling 100, or most people not at 100 at the end of the day. He ain't feeling, he ain't feeling 80%.
Yeah.
Let's say that he had a good strong below half. Let's say 47.
Yeah.
Don't push my 47 to the side. I need time to decompress.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't need you to solve it. I just need you to hear me.
Yeah.
That's good.
Or even more so, be at least, I don't want to say obedient, but conscious enough to know if I don't even want to talk about it.
That part.
I'm in a mood that I don't want to take out on you. I don't want to project on you. So just give me a moment, to kind of shake it off, essentially, and we can definitely come back and talk about it.
Yeah.
So that you can understand why I was in that mood.
It out in my mind.
Exactly.
First,
You know what I mean? Because again, it's not something that you can necessarily solve. You had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, just allow me to.
I mean, unless your problem solving come with putting them down,
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Are you gonna ride with me when I go swing? Let me figure this out in my head first, and then we can, let me decompress.
Yeah, because I think that's one of the biggest things too. Is I know as far as men, we have the ability to compartmentalize.
Yeah.
Things that are not, okay, put it over there, and it stays over there till the end of time, because it's not worth ruining or reckoning something based upon that. It's like it's of no true value. You know what I mean? So I think, depending on that, we know we got to go back to this job tomorrow. We had a crummy day today. We're gonna shake this off, throw it in that folder over there, and let it be what it's gonna be, and move on until the next day, because that's just how men are. You know what I mean?
But when do you go and get in that file over there, as you say?
So I would say
because that can become toxic. Because that file that you don't want to figure out and fix with the boss man could then swing on his way into the house because you haven't dealt with that.
Okay, so I would say a perfect example then would be Monday. We had the worst day ever. We put it over there. Tuesday was not as bad, but bad enough for us to put it in that same deal.
Okay.
And then Wednesday is just as bad as Monday. So now we not only we have this new and the two old that we got to kind of put together at that point, try to figure out. But again, the goal in that is not to project it on her, not to project it on the family. I don't know what to do with it at that point. because I put it over there so I wouldn't have to, you know what I mean? I could kind of shake it off. But when it comes back, it's like, okay, well, now what I got to do with it? What I'm going to do with it now? You know,
what you going to do now with
it? What, I'm going to roll the dice and just see what happens? Or it's because it's there now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that part,
still working on that part.
Definitely, To be continued. Be sure
trying to figure it out.
To like, share, and subscribe. We're going to have the answer one day. It ain't going to be today, though.
That'd be a lot, you know. Working in a job site and you Monday, Tuesday, all right, Wednesday. Somebody about to get folded up.
See,
I didn't put this off for so bad, so long.
But then too though, because we talk about this since we here, when you have when you have the moments like that, and we all do, you try not to murmur, you try not to complain. Like I was telling the guy the other day, I said, man, I don't know if I still want to do this. You get into these jobs, these careers, business, whatever the case may be. Sometimes even relationships, you're like, man, I've been praying about this for years. Like, Lord, if you just give me this, I feel like, I can make it happen. If you just get me to 50,000, I think I'll be good.
Yeah.
If I can profit 100,000, I think I'm straight. You know what I mean? And then just all the stuff that come with the 100,000 and the 100,000 and the 100,000, then you get it, and it starts piling up like you saying. And then sometimes you have to go back. Like we talk about the importance of having an accountability partner, somebody you can talk to, whatever. And then you have to sometimes sit back and do that self-evaluation and say, man, I prayed for all of this.
Yeah.
I didn't just pray for this. I prayed for all of this. So if this comes with it, if he gave it to me, surely he going to give me a solution to...
If it's money, Biggie said, more money, more problems.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's that whole, it ain't going to be always sunshine.
It's
you got to have the rain.
Because your mindset is, again, you go back to, man, I could walk out of here today, but it ain't just me. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
I could blow this building up, but it ain't just me.
Ain't just you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all about life choices.
I got 2 kids waiting on me. My wife she gonna need some type of support. What I'm gonna tell her? Sure ain't gonna be no peace now.
No.
Hey, how you doing, girl? I love you. I walked out today. Yeah. You did what?
We gonna downsize immediately like that.
What was you thinking?
Ain't nothing coming Friday. Just want to put that out there. Friday, don't expect nothing.
Friday is gonna be the last one. It ain't one after Friday.
Yeah, that's it.
What we gonna do? No. What you gonna do? You made that decision.
We're supposed to be going to Dubai now. No, we're gonna say goodbye.
Yeah, exactly.
Here is your Crowned Alliance question of the day. All right, so this question is for the fellas. Fellas, how do you know when you have the right one? Again, how do you know when you found the right one for you? You guys be sure to leave your comments on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. Let's continue to grow and glow in the year 2025. You guys be sure to go check out the Crown Kings podcast, available wherever you get your podcast, and we'll see y'all out there. Peace.
Well, I think again, having a network of people, and this is not even just so much in the house. It's just brotherhood in general.
Yeah.
Because if I haven't talked to you, and the same, especially in our group, probably some of y'all got some of the same. If I hadn't heard from these rascals in too many days, shoot, I'm gonna send a text message, email, or something. I might just call and just say, man, say something.
Yeah.
By the way, your contract coming up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen cat dog since you went to Jerusalem. And now you back to little Bethlehem, and you still ain't saying that. What we doing here?
Yeah.
But I think too, just like we need men. We sometimes shy away from saying that that's what we need.
Of course.
Women say they need intimacy, they need affection, they need love, but I think men fail to be verbal enough to say, man, I need affection, I need love. Tell me that you appreciate me. Show me that you appreciate me. You ain't got to necessarily give me no big grandeur gift, but just say, man, thank you, I see you.
Yeah.
Let me know I'm doing something.
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Let me know when I'm doing something good. Don't just tell me when I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, because the negative
And,
that wears on you. It's building up.
you know what I'm saying? And so, just be careful. Speak life into that situation. And that goes for men and women.
Yeah.
But we,
Both ways.
We don't discriminate, just for the record.
No,
We don't want
everybody can
no
get
trouble.
it. Everybody can get it.
Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all can tell your mama and them, they said both of y'all.
Oh, yeah.
There were two of y'all.
Men's and women's.
Men's really?
Keep good.
Feets and feetses.
We got some people out there that,
Mice and miceses.
Wow.
it's Mises, man.
It's Mises?
Mises.
Okay.
So with that being said, how important is brotherhood versus, I guess, intentional brotherhood versus competition?
Yeesh. Okay. and I think I would like to think then you would almost kind of be able to spot those particular ones, because it's forever constant.
Yeah.
They're always against the grain in some way, shape, or form, and it's like, well, either you're a part of the collective or you're not, and if you're not, then you probably need to move around, because we're trying to be like-minded, we're trying to grow, we're trying to be better, and if that's not what you own, then you may need to get on, because
or remove yourself from it. If that's not what they trying to get on, you can only so much you can you can take.
Yeah.
And especially if you're verbal with it. Hey, bro, that's not what I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do better.
Yeah.
Well, if you ain't gonna get right, I'm gonna remove myself.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, they gonna be like, oh, that Negro didn't change up on me. No, it ain't not changed.
Yeah.
That same old Negro is in there. I'm just not trying to be him anymore.
Exactly.
Because I
you shouldn't want to be that either.
7 p.m.
Sorry, y'all.
I noticed.
Just so y'all know, it's 7 o'clock. Don't get that $5 fine.
$25 fine.
Yeah.
You play the whole song, right? And a white woman was up there talking about
It's 7 o'clock.
you got voiceovers on top of voiceovers
Now
right now.
she got to pray too. So.
You know what I mean? So, but it's if that's not what they trying to be on, remove yourself from the situation.
Well, yeah.
So what you're saying is it's important to set boundaries in that relationship too. Then.
Of
Well,
course.
yeah. Because
Especially in brotherhood,
there's always going to be somebody in your previous group who only sees you as that previous person and only wants to be with, communicate, fool around with, not fool around in that, of course, but be around, for that old person. They could care less about the newly reformed or at least working on type person. You know what I mean? There'll always be that one person. And I think, I'm sure there's a Bible verse, or maybe it's not a Bible verse, where it says everybody can't go. Somebody you have to shed. Is it that?
Think about it, so I go if I have to go.
No. There's something that says, right? Don't just laugh. Look it up. There's something that says that sometimes you have to shed. You have to shed. Everybody can't go. You have to shed people, shed certain relationships that are not.
Leave your own kindred. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is seasonal.
Laughing like I don't know my Bible. I don't know the verse on that, but I know it's in there.
I get what you said. Everything has a season.
Yeah, there it is. Wow, perfect. Season.
I was watching a video. I'm sorry.
We're here now.
I was watching a video of a young man. He was recording himself in the car with his homeboy, and they were pulled over by a cop, and his homeboy stuffed his gun up under his seat, and you can hear the fear in his voice because he had already been to jail. He already got a record. But he was like, bruh, you got to take your own charge. And you can tell he was trying to do something better for himself because he was like, bruh, I got 2 kids. I can't go back to jail. Yeah. So at that point, if that man did, the crazy thing about it, they got off. Yeah. It was two YNs, as we saying now. Of course. Could have easily went opposite direction. The cop was just like, hey, bro, you can't be driving on your suspended license if you ain't got your SR22. So he cut him a little break, cut him loose.
Oh, yeah.
At that point, bro, you gotta, soon as this cop drive off, my boy, I'm dropping you off around the corner. This
get out.
Done.
You walking home. Ain't no way. And bro, take your gun with you.
You were literally, I'm right here pleading to you, my boy. This is my life. I ain't trying to do that no more. I got kids I gotta take care of.
Yeah.
And you state the fact that, nah, bro, it's on you. It's your car.
No. It's not on me. That's your.
Yeah. It's time to switch up your friends. That's what, he ain't the brother that need to be with you no more.
Or just shot him with his gun. Now it's your gun. Now what you gonna do, right?
Man, yeah, if they ain't on the same line with you,
it's already under my seat, man. We're just gonna get it and just
He put the
man, because then he gonna be in that situation he didn't want to be in.
Well, I wasn't in the situation you want to put me in. Now we twins. That's okay. We both gotta grow from this. Cause you still in the same old ways. Like we trying to grow, man. Trying to be better, man.
That is funny to me.
Out here carrying a gun. No, it ain't even yours. Like, come on, man.
So
Sorry, I ain't mean to go there.
Hey, come here, let me shoot you with your gun.
You went all the way. We trying to uplift these brothers out here.
You're right. Don't do that. Yeah, just don't do it. Don't start it. Don't put it in the car. Don't go nowhere with nobody with one. Then
y'all might just start having to frisk people before they get in.
Yeah. Let me see you. Come on.
I'll tell you. I'll just meet me there. Matter of fact.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
If it's at you got some knucklehead homies that's on some different level, hey, bro. I can't come pick you up. I got a full car. Yeah. I got something to do afterwards.
What you say? Oh no, it's 5 miles from you.
We in the opposite direction, bro.
You want me to send you an Uber?
It sounds crazy, but if you got a lot to get out the situation,
that's when you know you don't need to be in it.
That's when you know you ain't gotta, be in it.
Yeah, it is way beneath you at that point. So
man. So just because you are in a position to change, then you would think that somebody in your circle would be happy, right? Yeah. So if they not,
that's the competitive part of it.
You know what I mean? If they not ready,
most of the people want to be.
You got to get rid of that dead weight. I'm gonna pray for you wholeheartedly. I mean, with everything I got.
From a distance, but
this it's gonna help me and you. Trust me, it's gonna help me and it's gonna help you. I'm gonna give my all, my support. That one day you coming out of it. But I do feel like a lot of time, man, sometimes people do it intentionally, sometimes they do it unintentionally. But I do feel like that there is it's a spirit, I guess, of competition. Especially when you should be rejoicing if somebody in your circle is winning. Because, I tell people all the time that means God in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Shoot. I ain't got to be hating on you. If God blessing you, shoot, I'm supporting you.
That part.
God keep blessing him, but this elevation is gonna be good for the community. Yeah. Hallelujah.
You know
what I'm saying?
I've never been the one to have a homie and be like, "Hey, bro, that $1 million you got, you didn't get it the right way."
Yeah.
Bro, you got $1 million. Teach me how to get that $1 million.
You would think that would be the mindset.
I'm happy for you. Yeah. And I've been in those situations where when I wasn't winning, people was there, but when I started winning, all the negative comments started to come. It was like, dog, I was happy for you when you was winning.
Yeah.
That's different.
It is a growth thing.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Be happy for me. I'm winning. We can, I'm trying to get to the point now. I'm at the point in my life now. I'm not at the point that I'm about to say, but I want to get to the point with my bros to where if we go to a restaurant, run up a $2,000 bill. We throw our cards in the circle and see who she gonna choose.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to that point. That's the point I want to be at with my bros.
That's good, cause I thought you was telling us that you got that million.
Oh no, I ain't got that million. Hey,
We'll be right back after these messages.
I tell y'all now, if I had that million, we'll be on the jet somewhere. Where y'all want to go this time?
I was trying to get some understanding.
No, I ain't got that million
You got
yet.
that million.
It's gonna be subtle, you know.
We're gonna start this episode over.
I ain't
It's a
got
whole
it
nother
yet.
vibe now.
I ain't got it yet. It's coming though. It's coming.
Well, yeah, man. I think to that point though, man. When you kind of can find out, and people fall off on their own when they see that. And then too, the truth be told, man, when you quote unquote winning, nobody knows what kind of hell you had to go through
Exactly.
prior to that victory. Because one victory doesn't mean you won. That just means I overcame this.
That option.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a whole heap of more.
That alone bothers me. I think too. Like, I have conversations with people from all walks of life, right? And then you talk to people who are maybe in different businesses and they face different challenges. Just like we do in our relationship, they face different challenges. But on the outside looking in, you're like, man, his wife always cook, man. Man, his wife, man, she drive a BMW, man. I wonder what he doing over there. Man, listen.
I have no idea.
You know,
As back in the day, that's what they call pocket watching.
Yeah,
Why you
literally.
pocket watching, my boy?
You know what I mean? William brother had a song, man, and as a kid, we just used to jam it. But they say, it's a song say, sweep around your own front door while you trying to sweep around mine.
Boy.
You know, you're always on the telephone talk about somebody else. And what you really need to do is check yourself. Oh, Lord, they were freestyling.
They were freestyling.
They didn't do it. He said, be careful what you do. The trap you set just might be for you. But I just don't understand why we have to use so much energy on hating. And like to Mark's point of just saying, man, have a conversation. Say, look, man, I ain't asking for nothing.
Yeah.
But you have some things, some goals look like you have reached that I one day want to achieve.
Yeah.
Can you just give me an outline? Or
That part.
just tell me. I may not even want to do it the exact same way.
Yeah.
But you may save me 42 steps out of 50. You know what I'm saying? I get the other 8 from somebody.
But that's for somebody that wants to grow. Yeah, someone that could care less about growing, but rather essentially kind of put you down because they see the growth and kind of like, okay, well, he's kind of leaving me behind, so I'm just going to talk about him now because I'm not going to do what he did. 42 steps? No. Give me the 42 step. The 42nd step is the one that I want. 1 through 43 you can keep. It don't work that way. But it's like, no, I'm just gonna talk about him then. That's fine. You know.
Put him down, huh?
Yeah.
Instead of put him up.
Makes no sense, man.
I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of I done heard of horror stories. Like even doing outreach, people always say, well, I go to the homeless shelter, you go to all these places where less unfortunate. But then I've had just as many heartbreaking conversations with millionaires and folks because people look at them and be like, man, he got it made. And they be like, man, you have no idea. I'm looking out my window wondering if they finna go get that puss.
Yeah.
Cause I done put on so long. Shoot, now if I go back, I'll be like Will and Neil, they gonna talk about you anyway.
Anyway you go.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to live a life to where I can be peaceful. Yes, I want to be comfortable. Yes, I want to make sure that my family have what they need. But shoot, I got enough things making me pull out these little strands. I got enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I ain't
Take your road past them little strings that you got.
You know what I'm saying?
I call it.
I would think all of them, I was gonna say, and they turning gray. So
Oh
You might
man.
want to embrace the grade. Everybody dying in her grade. That's a new thing.
that's a new fad now.
I embrace them grades though.
Oh man, that's what I'm watching these little strands. That,
Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, my steps getting shorter.
Hey, I did.
I woke up, I'm like, Harvey, I tried to run the other day.
Coming, man.
Boy.
That horseshoe. Shit, never go, man. Y'all heard
crazy, man. Like that's just
y'all
I feel like that's kind of rude, man. Like that's rude, man. Like
it's the truth.
I don't want it.
Just saving that little.
It is coming, bro.
On the way.
That is a part of getting older, as we say.
Well, it's just
name one older person that still got a full head of hair
for that they didn't pay for.
I don't know. Yeah. That's fine, but
you feel like what? You'll never find.
Name a person that ain't took that trip to Turkey.
A hairline like that.
I mean, I get it, man. It's coming, man.
It's coming.
Your bald fade will now just be bald.
Yeah, literally. God, dog.
It's coming.
It's inevitable, man. And I think it's
it's over.
I ran a fairly long race.
Yeah.
He said fairly.
Fairly long race.
I ain't gonna judge you though if you do take that trip to Turkey.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah,
you will. If I leave here now and come back and I got dreads down my back,
I'm gonna judge you. I ain't gonna lie.
There's no way.
I'm gonna come up and say, let me see.
Can I pull it? No, see
I
that?
just want to know.
It's way too much, man.
How you get all that down your back?
I ain't gonna judge you. I'm just gonna make a couple jokes,
Is that a chia pet?
We still gonna be
This boy
cool.
said a chia pet.
Yeah, like that's just.
Do they still sell them?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
For real?
And everything imaginable, Sonic.
In Turkey.
Got a point there.
Shout out to Chia Pet.
Yeah,
we would love to
Chia Pet has moved into human trials.
We would love for you to be an affiliate for the Crown King podcast.
That would be great.
We mentioned your name like 32 times.
See if we can get some units to test out.
Don't want to go first? Where does he begin?
Oh man,
I'm
gonna put my brother out there. Shout out to Tink, man. You gonna let him go first? He got a clean palate already at least.
Hey, if we going that far, shout out to my brother-in-law Jabil.
Just go.
Let's go and call it all out.
They already primed and ready to go. You just lay the surface down and let's see what happens.
I really want to release this label, but they ain't paying us yet. We got to get these affiliates. Y'all know anybody?
Anybody
out there that needs somebody.
At this point, we'll take like Spirit. We'll take 5 and below.
Oh, man, you said Spirit. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, let's start.
I got the Spirit.
Well,
Frontier.
Yeah.
Somebody.
One of them animals.
Hey.
Somebody.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Tiger King.
I was about to say the T word, but no, never mind.
Trail.
No, not Trail.
Time Warner.
They red circle, but
Oh no.
Never mind. Never mind.
Never mind.
Ain't no going back at that point.
We'd be done.
Yeah, that's it right there.
God, dog. That about did it.
All roads lead to that.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we'll be done before we even got started.
As them young kids say, you be cooked. You be cooked, man. You cooked.
That's amazing to me. And let's do this thing right quick. We want to do some stuff to spice this thing up, man. So check it out. We need y'all, again, like, share, subscribe. This boy, this Chia Pet. Also, we need y'all to reply to us in the comments. We need to know topics that you want us to bring to the table. Again, today we kind of freestyle. We talked about some things that people may want to bring up at home, but don't know how to, maybe, or maybe just don't feel comfortable bringing it up by yourself, maybe, or you feel like you're alone and you're the only one who have experienced some of these things. We want you to reach out to us. We won't call your name.
Hey, I'm a podcaster. Of course, I'm gonna tell you to like, share, and subscribe. Crown King Podcast. Peace.
We won't call your name out on the episode unless you want us to bring up your specific situation.
Yeah.
If there is anyone in your immediate circle or someone that has a testimony or story about life, that how life is lifing, relationship-wise, or in the category of mendom, they have a testimony about how they have grown through circumstances, through trouble, and triumphed over that, and would love to share their story with us and with our audience. If you could also submit that information, that data to us, so that we may, again, bring up some different people, some guests, in order to just broaden the horizon. Again, this platform is way bigger than just the three of us.
Yeah.
We feel like God gave us an assignment, a mission to do. We want to have fun. We want to encourage. We want to grow alongside you because, as Mark said earlier, we do not know everything. We're not professionals. I had a situation last week that I had to call somebody about because I was having issues. But, like I was saying, I ain't getting no affiliates for that either.
No.
God, no. But anyway, this right here, I think if I remember, we'll do this every episode. We're going to call this rapid fire. Just some quick questions that we'll ask, and we can do it collectively or individually. I didn't even tell these fellas that, but
didn't.
Let's do this here.
I thought we were freestyling. You didn't come up with a whole
book.
It
is a freestyle.
You got the book.
Oh, my bad. No, I gave that book back. I no longer have that book. Oh, God. All right, so here we go. What's one thing every king should do early in the morning? Early in the morning. Marcelo.
Get up.
I like it because you do gotta get up.
You gotta get up.
Can't move till you get up.
Wash that crust out your eye.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
your mouth.
That part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some kind of hygiene control.
Yeah.
And yes, hygiene is very important.
Can't be funky.
You can't be muddy before you start working. Yeah. That's a real thing, man. We'll talk about that more later. Maybe we'll do an episode on hygiene. Please, y'all, men and women, don't show up on Monday morning.
Bunch of onion.
When you clock in, you already smell like you've been at work for 6 hours. Come on now. Stop doing that. Don't do that no more. Come inside, okay?
I mean, a little bird bath. I ain't gonna say what the other word they call it. Get a little bird bath going. Wet your washcloth. Hit your hot spot.
Okay, here's the next one. What's the worst advice you ever got? What's the worst advice you think you ever have received?
Worst advice. I'm going through them right now.
Yeah, I didn't.
Something I can't.
It ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Ooh.
That's got to be the worst one.
Yeah.
Well, can you highlight this on this? Okay, go ahead. Well, that's good, because that might be a topic all by itself.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Made a whole song about it. Here it goes.
I'm still on the flu.
Worst? Everybody else is doing it.
Ooh. You might well too.
Why not you? Or better yet, what makes you better that you're not doing it?
That's
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a bunch wrapped up in there.
Just
a bunch of toxic.
It's all downhill from there.
Toxicity wrapped up in that one.
Yeah. You know.
Manipulation.
Nobody will never find
Gaslighting,
mind control.
Let's get all of them out there.
God, man. Oh, that's a good one.
Nobody will never find that. That is crazy to me.
Nobody ever found that. That's a good one too.
But God.
What's done in the dark will eventually come to the light.
But light is always on.
But God. Ooh, the light. Here we go. Finish this sentence. A real king never. It's Crown King Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. A real king never.
A real king never takes off his crown.
Ooh.
The doors of the church are now open. stop that. Let me stop.
Got him. Yeah. Nah, but oh god. I mean, if we go into that part, a real king wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah. Boy, the thing said a real king never.
Oh, never?
Yeah.
Never. Oh, my bad.
Clean my sleeve off, didn't I? Oh man, that's funny.
You see? We'll see how this accountability works.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, Doug.
Thanks for letting. I don't know, man. I ain't got nothing for that one.
You do. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about things.
Because you was finna blurt out something and then you
yeah.
You gotta step back.
Yeah.
Say what's on your heart.
Yeah.
Say something.
I don't know. That one, let me think about that one.
Yeah.
That is rapid fire, but I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Hold on. A real think about things. Okay, let me say it like this: provider, protector.
What was the question again?
A real king never.
Blame somebody else for their mistakes. His mistakes.
Damn.
My bad. I had to go into my brain.
Yeah. See? You went into that compartmentalized team. Told you it's a real thing. But when the cabinet put it right out of there. Brought it up front. There you go. Say that. You know.
I would say never quits.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Never quits.
Grind is forever.
Never stop pushing. Never stop growing. Never stop trying. Never stop loving. And don't stop believing
in yourself.
Yep.
In yourself.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Next.
Now. Next one. I knew you weren't going to let that one go. What's one lesson your father or father figure taught you or didn't teach you? Shaba.
Okay.
Never spend your last dollar was one I always, always have at least $10 in your wallet.
Man.
Don't let yourself get that low.
Why you always trying to keep 5? It's 5. That's all you got.
Yeah, it ain't empty.
It ain't empty. Okay, yeah.
Okay. I had a good one. Did I have a good one?
Yeah,
you got a good one.
Maybe it wasn't that good.
It was.
Oh well, yeah, okay, yeah. It's just weird to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Family over everything. You always provide for your family before anything or anybody else.
Okay.
And obviously, you can read between the lines. This advice that I received kind of alluded to other things outside of, but home is first. First is home. So.
I mean, I get that. Well, my grandfather used to say, "Young man, stand up. Young man, speak up. Young man, hush up." And get some word said.
In that order.
It don't take you no whole lot of time to do nothing. If you make a commitment, you decide you're gonna do it. Do it. You ain't gotta tell the whole world why you doing it, when you doing it, where you doing it. If they ain't supporting, if they ain't putting a hand on it, it ain't gonna be none of their business.
Exactly. It ain't your business.
Yeah. All right, here we go. What is your favorite way to recharge as a man?
Favorite recharge? Vacation. Leave here.
I think that's every king.
And be somewhere else for a little while.
A beach somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere blue.
Somewhere with some water.
Blue water. Blue or green.
I'm glad you said that because when you say beach,
yeah, no brown.
The brown water.
No brown, no army green. It's got to be aqua color. Aqua blue, aqua green, so that you can feel the tranquility flow.
Leave them problems where they at.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man.
It's funny that you said that because it was one time we went somewhere and we had a bill to pay. And my wife was just like, So what we gonna do about that bill? I said, lady, we on a plane.
Yeah.
It's gonna be there when we get back. We are on a plane right now.
I would put it in the furthest cabinet back there, and I would go back and get it because it'll come back up like that.
Hey, I am not worried. I'm about to go recharge
all the way.
You
know, so
that's dope. I think I like that the beach for some reason the water always
put you to sleep because you were asleep.
It will put you to sleep. Oh, I go to sleep. If I know I ain't got to get up,
I got videos of it. He go to sleep.
You can share it with the world.
Mouth wide open and everything. He be sleep.
I'm gonna get is wrist.
Had his shoes off and everything. He was asleep.
Tell you, had the dirt in between my big toe and that second toe. just swing down.
Oh man,
let me ride. You know. So some takeaways from today. Now that we back in the game, y'all. For me, you don't have to have it all together to be a king, right? There is no perfect way, as we discussed, for how we respond and things. And we also always want to be better, be better than we were yesterday, so to speak. Yeah. So previous episodes where that came up, communication was a big part of that. So if you don't feel like you're getting the validation that you need, if you don't feel like you are respected or appreciated or whatnot, let it be known. Yeah. I think to Mark's point earlier, I think that's a conversation worth having. If you are one of those people that's like, I gotta choose my battle and all of that, probably you need to go ahead and sit down. Maybe if you don't feel comfortable having it at home, maybe go to a quiet restaurant, or maybe have a conversation on the beach. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You probably ain't gonna remember it.
Not on vacation. Not on vacation.
I remember what you were saying, and I had that my time.
What I'm saying is preventive maintenance should happen prior to the problem.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? We talked about that, and that's one thing that stick to me. This is more than a podcast for me. This is like a therapy session. But the one thing that I always remember is the preventative maintenance part. We get our oil change. We get them strands cut. Whether you got a horseshoe or not, whether you got dreadlocks down your back. You know what I'm saying? You put in time to go get that appointment on Saturday morning. You get up early on Saturday morning.
This episode is brought to you by Ball.
You know what I'm saying? you got that. You get them tires rotated. You know what I'm saying? You got to
do the same in marriage.
You got to do the same thing with your relationship, man. You got to make them appointments. But I think where a lot of our problems come. And it's not just in marriage, but even in brotherhood, is that we wait until the problem arises and then try to deal with those issues. Another thing that I got is God didn't crown you because you were perfect. He crowned you because you were chosen. So, you made a commitment, a choice to be with your significant other. You made a choice to be in that specific circle, or to allow these people to be close to you, or to hold you accountable, whatever the case may be. So you have to be willing and trustworthy enough to be able to take that constructive criticism and receive it with love. Yeah. Not just always here to respond, but here to understand and apply it where applicable. If that's the case. If it don't fit, you must have quit. And then, just have fun with it, man. Stop being so serious all the time. Yeah. I think we put enough pressure on ourselves on a daily basis to do all those things that we were called to do. A man said this yesterday, and I'm going to yield the floor to my brothers. At a wedding we attended, the man said, we are charged as men to love our wives as Christ loved the church. But he said that is something that is to the end of time. We'll never be able to love them like Christ loved us. So with that being said, your work is cut out for you on a daily basis. Yeah. Again, stand firm on what you believe. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve, to Mark's point.
Gonna never do it.
As a king, and keep pressing, man. We love you. We appreciate y'all's support. I'm sure my brother's got something to say, but yeah, let's go.
Well, I mean, I would obviously just piggyback off all that. at the end of the day, like he said, you chose your relationships, you chose your brotherhoods, and in that wise decision to choose those relationships, just show up and be your best representation in those particular relationships. Because that, I feel like, costs you nothing to be you authentically. Like it's less about trying to be more than what you are, or present someone that is not you as a representative of yourself. Be you at all times, and everybody will appreciate that. Period.
Period, poo.
Yeah. No, y'all pretty much said it all though, for real, I can piggyback on all of that.
I wanted to.
Show up, be yourself. Have boundaries set in your brotherhoods. Let people know what they can and can't do to you or towards you. Because then again, people say you are in this race alone. No, you're not. God put us here to work together. I hate always hearing I can do bad by myself. Yeah, you can do bad by yourself. So guess what? God didn't, God put you here to, with somebody. It's Adam and Eve. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Out of my rib he created. So there's always somebody out there for you, and the only way you get through it is to communicate, learn each other, take yourself out of the equation, and what makes this brotherhood, this relationship, this marriage, what makes it better is us working together.
Yeah. And never stop learning. Always be willing to, learn more. And that's me talking to myself. Just, you don't know everything, and I don't think the goal, even biblically, was for you to know everything. So, be the best person that you can be, and be willing and open to experience new things, learn new things. That's how you grow, So.
That's tough. He said he didn't have nothing to say. Boy, that was good. That was good. I think, man, it ain't nothing else for me to say. One thing that I've said this a couple of times in this episode, man. It's bigger than a podcast. Like when we don't get to meet up, my month be a little long.
Felt like it, man. It felt like we in 2026 already.
You know what I'm saying?
Almost. Almost.
I'll say it on camera. I say it off camera all the time, man. I'm thankful for my brothers. We get on each other's nerves. We count each other's hair strands. We go out to eat together. We go to beaches together. Sometimes we go to brunch together. Don't ain't got but $5.
Yeah, all day, baby, all day.
We need to hit a beach. We need
I agree.
Right. If y'all like to sponsor
our man's retreat, if you would like to sponsor that, this one gotta be just us though.
Yeah, you gonna need more than $5
because
we can bring the entertainment.
Rather than spending $4,000,
man,
I'd rather just spend
$1,500.
Yeah. I don't need an extravagant hotel room.
Yeah. You ain't gonna be sleeping nowhere.
So we gonna sleep on the beach out there.
I ain't sleeping on the water. Not at night.
There's a lot of things that creep up on the water.
I'm sure.
Sun go down.
I used to be real country. I grew up in East Texas.
The city didn't had you for too long.
I've been here a while.
He belongs to the city now, man.
My man said he used to have calluses, but now his hands is nice and supple.
We get manicures and everything. Ooh, I gotta get these toes done.
I still get down and dirty, but I be looking at some of them trails we used to walk down barefoot. I be like, I know good well.
Times have changed, brother.
You go right to the edge of that. You know that's a rattlesnake. Where you at?
Yeah, no.
There was the days though, man. But look here, we thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. Again, we're looking to grow. We're looking to get better. If you like to be a sponsor, reach out to us.
Yeah.
If you know someone who is looking for affiliate, we would love to share your business or
products. Yeah.
Your products. If you got lotions, if you got
a network.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Work together. We better together. Let's make it do what it do.
Yeah.
To Mark's point, you ain't got to do it by ourselves.
Nope.
You know what I mean? But most of all, we hope that throughout each episode, you can get at least one nugget, one tool, something that may help you along the way. Again, and be better than you were yesterday.
Yep.
And if you have something that you like to share that will help me, my brothers, get better, please
We
do
are not
so.
perfect.
Yeah.
Please do so.
I don't want to be perfect.
Yep.
Don't send nothing crazy, because though they'll reply back to you crazy.
I will. Definitely so.
And then I have to come clean it up. So let's just do the best we can. What we got?
Yeah. Just keep it simple, man. That's all. We all here to learn. Here to learn and grow, man.
Yeah. Mark, you got something else to say?
Nah.
His tank is empty now.
Well, I'm gonna let Sam close it out. Remember, keep encouraging each other. You're never too old to change. Let's keep getting better. And I'm gonna let Sam close it out. May God bless you. God keep you. I love you.
That's right, man. Crown King Podcast. We out here, man. Y'all be sure to, like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to follow the team. Obviously, you can also catch up on some of the other things that we have done. We did do an entire relationship series called Real Time Stories. It's available on our website, www.crownalliance.org, where it literally takes you through different steps and phases of relationship. We're talking about sex. We're talking about money. We're talking about are we talking about infidelity? Maybe not. Like
the next session.
Control. Like there's a lot of different stories. 8 episodes. We need y'all to go check that out. Again, it's www.crownalliance.org, and we'll see y'all out there. Okay, we out.
Peace.
Love you, mama.
Unleash your power today and let your voices belong.
Together we'll break the chains
that try to confine.
I am my brother's keeper,
and it's our time to shine.
Calling all kings to the flow. I'm about my business, you know. Keep it 100 is my faith in God that keeps me on the go. About my money, my love, what it needs to grow. I'm calling all kings to the flow. Calling all kings to the flow.